I've just used for the first time the Airbnb support and rebooked the new place, and I've just moved into the new place. And I just wanted to share my opinion and experiences because I have been using Airbnb for a long time, and so far I made a booking of around 40, and I'm quite experienced. However, I didn't know what to expect. For these cases, and then I think it will be helpful for the other travelers. So I'm sharing here. In a nutshell, I don't recommend doing the rebooking, mainly for the three reasons. So first is that it doesn't mean that you will get a better place without losing any money. So what would happen is that you will get the 100% refund for the rest of the nights that you booked from the current Airbnb host, except for cleaning and Airbnb fee. So this is what you get, and then there is a 30% of refund of the night that you've stayed there. So yeah, this in total, this is all you get as a monetary value. So it doesn't mean that this refund will cover the next Airbnb completely. For example, I lost just a little bit, like 20 euro in total, if I calculate everything. So I didn't get this Airbnb with zero cost. I paid extra 20 euro to move in here, but it worth it so much, so I don't regret it. But I was maybe lucky to find this place. It's not always guaranteed that you can find good Airbnb immediately, because you have to move in that day, basically, or next day. And host might not be ready to host you because it's just too sudden that you're booking, and they might need some time to prepare to host you. So yeah, just keep in mind that you won't be getting a new Airbnb just automatically like that, and you need to be ready to pay some extra fees, a little bit of extra fees. Also, the caveat is that this refund takes some time. So if your bank account is very low, you shouldn't do it, because then you have to, yeah, you won't get this refund after 24 hours. It depends on the, I guess, situation, but you won't get the refund immediately. It will be affected in maximum 24 hours. So yeah. Second reason is that you will lose a lot of time. So just to note that this procedure cannot be done without interaction with the host. So first, you have to try to solve it with the host, and if it doesn't work, then finally we can reach out to Airbnb. And these whole process takes time, a lot of time. So if you are, to be honest, traveling for a few nights, then I really don't recommend you. Yeah, I think it's better to accept these issues unless it's like really detrimental, and then yeah, just write, leave the review about it, instead of just trying to rebook it, because your time is also time there, time in the destination is also paid, so you don't want to lose this precious time and also emotional effort. So, and then the final reason is because you still have to deal with these interaction with the host, etc. And for me it was quite tiring. Not not the physical time itself, but also, my emotional space was taken for it, and uh, I'm not. Yeah, I mean, in the end, we could end with a good term because it was reasonable to move out, but you still have to explain the host why you made this decision, and you have to be sorry for that, and etc. So I don't know, while you're traveling, I think you only want to uh, have positive emotion, not a negative one. So for these reasons, I don't recommend. And now maybe I can, if you're interested, I can explain what happened to me in personal. So my issue wasn't a very detrimental issue. I booked a place for a week basically, and they had a quite good reviews. So, but I would say it's not many review. It was like maybe 10 reviews or so, but the rating, overall rating was 4.8, which is promising. So yeah, I booked there, and I think the host is very nice person. So there's no problem with him or like with the host, and place was m- much smaller than I thought, but you know, there is no scam or anything. And then the issue was that the washing machine had a problem and didn't work properly. Um, and maybe the host should have checked the washing machine, but he doesn't use it. He wash everything at home and then bring it to the place, so he didn't know that it was broken. And yeah, so I found out that out about it the next day. And one thing you need to be to be noted is that you have to report it 72 hours after the discovery of the issue. Otherwise, you cannot. You don't have a right to report it. I think. And for me, I used the washing machine next day after checking and in the morning. So I already started talking to the issue to the host. He wasn't so responsive because probably the weekend and Europe is very in general very slow. So we have to understand at the weekend things are slow. And but for me, weekend is a time when I can spend on these issues. So I wanted to solve it, before Monday because I have to work, and then weekdays I'm pretty much very busy and I cannot take care of it. Uh, for 3 or 2 hours, he was not responding. I asked him, what should I do? I tried, different program, but it was all like all the same. I searched potential issues. I sent it to him. He was not responding. Um, and I contacted Airbnb at this point because for me, sorry, washing machine is a deal breaker, and then I was particularly searching for an Airbnb with a washing machine. So without it, yeah, it's not the same experience, basically. Let's say, and yeah, I contacted Airbnb. I recommend you to use the call service instead of messaging because so this call is free. You can call them with mobile data, and the reason I recommend it is because their call center or customer service center is, I think, separated in the world, and then in order to support us 24 hours, yeah, they have different shift, and sometimes the person in charge changes within a day, and overnight it definitely changes. So sometimes, you have to explain the same issue and, repeat these verification, like profile verification questions, over and over again, which is tiring and time consuming. So I really recommend to just call them. And then, yeah, basically they will message the host, and then hear what kind of solution they have. And then if they cannot fix it within 24 hours after this report, then we are entitled to rebook to a new place. And what happens is that, as I explained, you can get 100% of the refund for the rest of the night and 30% of the night you've already stayed. And Airbnb will not pay you anything. So it just, the host is a responsibility, and you have to manage your next booking with this refund. Yeah. And yeah, basically, I spend quite a few time trying to fix the laundry. I even, looked into the filters. I found some coins and some, a lot of dirt inside, and clean it, tried to fix it, but it was not working. And I think the issue was in the motor, which takes a lot of time to fix it. So at this point, I decided to rebook, because I knew that, even so, hostel was saying that at this point, it was Sunday, already 2 days. And then, because it's weekend, they, no, there's no technicians that can come, so they could only call the technician on Monday. But for me, it was problematic, because I work at home, and it will be a bit awkward to invite someone in my room and work at the same time, and I don't even know they can fix it right away. um I didn't want to waste my time further. So there were uncertainty about it. So I just decided to move out, and I clearly explained it to the host why I am doing it. And thankfully, he was a very nice person and understood it. So yeah, we ended with a good term. But to be honest, I feel like I wasted the last 2 days trying to solve this issue. And yeah, also the emotional aspect was not so, it's not pleasant. I wish it didn't happen. And yeah, I didn't gain any, monetary incentives. I paid it 20 extra euros, so there's no benefit in terms of money. I'm so happy now to stay in this new Airbnb, because it's very, very nice. Everything is perfect. The host is so experienced, and everything was smooth. So I don't have regret for my decision, and spend time here for the next 5 days. But yeah, again, I don't generally recommend. So you have to remember that what we are paying doesn't guarantee that, if there is a problem, then, everything will be solved without any extra cost, or, in terms of money and time and emotional investment. But yeah, this is what happened. So hopefully this was helpful, and maybe I will also um, make a video about how to choose a good Airbnb.